our roundtable discussion, I invited to a cricketing legend. I feel that it is little difficult to introduce him because he is such a versatile sportsman, a cricket coach of the highest caliber, an army personnel, and he has so much behind him. He has excelled. He is a man who has produced more than nearly a dozen of Sri Lankan cricketers and thousands of young budding cricketers to this nation. He is internationally reputed, and not only that, he has in his belt advanced diploma level 4 in coaching, which is a very rare achievement for any coach in Sri Lanka. Recently, Sri Lanka Cricket Association, the BCCL, honored him. He was given ICC membership in the sense that he was recognized for all the immense service he did. He began his career as a school teacher at Dharmasoka, and later he came to Nalanda, where he blossomed. He coached during the period 1965 to 1979. Later, he joined Singer Company Limited, and he was one of the top executives where he served this country in the mercantile sector. It is little difficult for me to describe about this versatile man. I will introduce you Mr. Nelson Mendes, one and the only Nelson Mendes in Sri Lanka. Nelson, shall we start off? Can you tell us about your family background and your parents and your siblings to begin with?
First, Mr. Apasinger, I would like to thank you for the nice words you said about me in your introduction. I was born to a middle-class family in Amblangoda. My father was a tea maker in the upcountry estate, and my mother was a housewife. And in our family, we had 2 sisters and 1 brother. And the brother is Lionel Mendes, another reputed coach today. I'm very proud to be his brother. And I'm married to Visakha Jayasekara, and she's also from down south, Tangol. And I have only 1 child. He's in the Navy. He's Lieutenant Commander Akila Mendes. And we were brought up in Amblangoda. After my father's death, my mother took a lot of trouble to bring the 4 of us about and gave us very good education. I must tell you, Appa, that my mother was such a devoted lady that when my father died, she was only 32, and at that time a lot of my relations had come and proposed to her to get married again because she was very young, but she rejected all of us and said, I want to look after my family. And that's what she said. And today I'm very, very grateful to my mother for what we are today is because of her. She went even to the extent of selling land she had from her parents and to educate us. So that, I think, was a big sacrifice mother has done for the children, her children. and very, very grateful to her.
Naturally, I think, you are really indebted to her. She must have been a great mother, and who helped not only you, sometimes even the society.
Yeah.
He must have been such a nice lady that he brought all of you all to this level, and today you can be proud of yourself as well as about the mother. Shall we talk something about your formal education? Where did you study? And briefly you can say some of your achievements there.
Yes, I was formally, my earliest education was at a school in Amlangoda called Gautami Vidyalaya, which was a vernacular school, a mixed school at that. And I studied there from grade 1 to grade 5. And at grade 5, I had the opportunity of moving to Dharmasoka College, which was one of the leading schools in Amlangoda and in the southern province during that time. And I started my studies there from grade 5 onwards. And when I was about 7-8 years, I had a liking for the game cricket. And this came about from the village team where my brother Lionel was engaged in playing. The team was called the Rohana cricket team at Villayagoda, Ambalangoda. And there was a gentleman called S. Hemadas, who was the captain of that team. And he was the pioneer who got us to play this game at the village level. And today, this gentleman is a doctor of medicine, and he still encourages us in all our activities. And that beginning which I had playing tennis ball cricket, I took it back to the school, college, and there I had the opportunity of playing in the under 14 first, then the under 16, then the second 11, and finally the first 11 in 1955. In 1955, I was the youngest player in that team at 14. And we used to play about 10 matches a year. Of course, those days, APA, we never had the chance of playing in Colombo schools. It was limited only to the southern province teams, and the furthest we came to Colombo was Panipitiya, Dharmapal. And we also had a nice tour to Dharmaraj Kandi and Malideva and Ibagamu. I still remember at Ibagamu, your guru, Mr. P.M. Jayatilaka, was the principal at that time. And he was a thorough gentleman who treated us very nicely and gave us very good advice of how to become a good person in life. I still remember those.
Incidentally, Nelson, when you were talking about late Mr. P.M. Jayatilaka, I was going down the memory lane. He served as the president of the Sri Lanka Schools Cricket Association, where I was one of the members of the selection team. As you said quite correctly, he was one of the nicest gentlemen that I have met in my life. Now, you are not only a cricketer, your another important assignment that you took was cricketing. Can you briefly explain your involvement and achievements in cricketing in school?
Actually, APA, not only cricketing. Now, in school, I think I played almost all the games in the school.
In other words, you are a versatile sportsman.
Maybe. I played cricket. My first love was cricket. Then I was an athlete.